Hello everyone, I'm Professor Neerav Mehta from LG Institute of Technology and Engineering. In today's session, we are going to discuss about subject called automobile component and system. In today's topic, we will going to discuss about how we are going to select our manufacturing method for any kind of design component. So there are several manufacturing design or methods are available depending on application and function of our component. So let's discuss about what is the manufacturing process and its selection criteria. So manufacturing process is selected depending on different criteria like surface finish, wall thickness, mass, complexity, process timing, production volume, production rate, cooling cost, labor cost, capital cost, tolerance. These are the different criteria which you have to consider when selecting manufacturing process. Manufacturing process is not just about what is function, but it is more about what is the requirement or a proper combination or optimization of this different requirements. So, while designing our component, we have to consider all this requirement. So, it's an important link between this all the events or all the chain of events to get that component to be done and placed into the market. So while we are designing this component, particular single component, then we have to interlink all this requirement and before presenting that into market. But while connecting all this requirement, we should make sure that our component should be in a proper condition. So this is our basic requirement criteria. Clear? Let's move on to next point. The product design, selection of material and process of the material into finished component are always closely related to each other. Means ultimately when you are selecting the manufacturing process and designing this and material selection is directly connected to this manufacturing process and selection of this manufacturing process. Let's move on to what are the different manufacturing processes are available. So there are basically two types of manufacturing process are available majorly: core processes and auxiliary processes. And there are two parts in core processes, whether it is a casting process and another is a deformation process, or you can say forging. Both the process have different criteria, but both are core processes. It means that any component of or a machine component or any devices which we are using made up from this two type of core component or core process only. So after that, depending on our different requirement, we can provide different machining process or a joining process. Machining process of surface finish or grooving or anything, and joining process like permanent joint like welding or temporary joint like riveting or a molding. So these are the two are different processes. Like if I want to design a piston, then I have to have one of the core process as my for my main body, and then depending on requirement, I will provide auxiliary processes for my piston. Let's have an example of a our cylinder body, or you can say cylinder head or engine block for remanufacturing. We can see here first, if I am finding any kind of problem in my existing cylinder block, I will inspect it, then I will strip it. Means in the sense I will remove each and every component from that. Then I will wash it. Then I will inspect it whether any problem is there or not. Then depending on that, I will provide. If we are required to have weld at something, we will have welding. Then depending on welding, because of stress concentration will be there, we will going to have stress relieving in terms of welding. Ultimately after that, the inspection we will going to provide, and ultimately we will provide a machining due to that excessive material or excessive material provided or burned out due to that welding process. Then we will perform hoiling, deburring, and ultimately we will perform alignment test. And after that alignment test, we will once again will provide those bearings, and final surface grinding will going to take place. Ultimately after washing, we will dispatch our cylinder block. So this is an example how we are going to perform our auxiliary process. Now let's understand about casting. Casting process, we will always have our molten metal to convert that into some desired shape. This casting process is mainly related to a process where we are required to produce complex shape and lightweight component, which is mainly a structural component rather than a moving component. Second process is deformation process. In deformation process, we will cold work or hot work our component and pressurize to become into or deform it to become our required or desired shape. Here in this process, we will have higher amount of strength, but at the same time, this process, tooling of this process is very much costly compared to casting process. So when we are required to have cost to slow down, then we will have this kind of the casting process will going to be a preferable process. But in the case of our forging process, this kind of complex shape and strength we will going to have. It could be a cold working process or it could be a hot working process. Then machining process. This machining process could be a two type surface finishing, drilling, milling, turning. Depending on our requirement, we will produce with this kind of component. Here we can see a component which is piston, where we are putting or grooving our rings inside our piston after providing a core process, whether it is casting or a forging. Then a joining process could be done with the help of temporary joining or permanent joining, whether it is welding or whether it is riveted or bolted joining. So what is the different criteria or factors to design optimally our components? So there are several factors. First of all, we should know about what is the material of the component. Then what is the cost of the component? And it is also depending on geometrical shape of the component. Then what amount of surface finish and tolerance we are required? What is volume of the production we are required? So these are the different criteria or different factors will directly affect our designing or selecting our manufacturing process. Without this different criteria, we can't design any of our or select a manufacturing process. Because if you don't know what is material, if you don't consider what is the material of our component, if you don't consider the cost which is required for our manufacturing, you can't consider, or if you don't consider the geometrical shape, as at the same time if you don't consider surface finish, uh, volume of a production, you can't have that proper type of manufacturing process which are required for designing particular component. So today in this session, we have discussed about how you are going to select that particular manufacturing process. This particular video, I have taken a reference from Machine Design by R.S. Khurmi and Design of Machine Element by V.B. Bhatia. You can take any of the two for your reference. Clear? So I hope you got each and every point right. If you are have any doubt, you can directly contact me. Thank you so much. I am Andy.